I've spent over $64,000 worth of Frost Stars on Whiteout Survival. It'll be 220 days after the reset. I'm going to play some Penalty Win tonight. I'm playing as an efficient whale. If it's your first time joining me on a live, congratulations. Thanks for being here. But basically, I'm going to get some kicking queued up. Oh, and we're at the over 11,000 right now. And while I'm on the downtime, we'll have some chats about my strategy for tonight and some other things. So let's get started. Let's get this auto kick going. Hey, thanks for joining. We're gonna see if we can get a lucky jackpot during the live. Very highly unlikely, but let's see. Let's see what happens. And in the downtime, yeah, I got a good SVS Day 2 prepped. I've been thinking about it a lot. I figure in the downtime while we're waiting for the treasure points to go up, I'll talk about some of that strategy. Here we go, Doomkeeper. 1, 2, 3. The three and out kills me. I managed to get the treasure last time, and I got it on camera. If you didn't see it, it was the Attack of the Neon. You could go check out that video, but I don't know. Highly unlikely that it'll happen again. It's really hard to get. By the way, I have a bunch. So the reason I don't mind doing this even all the way down is because between the gem spending that I have planned and the speed ups that I have planned for the war. Yeah, I didn't show the puzzle leaderboard. I'll have to show that. Between what I have planned for the War Academy, I'll have a lot more coming as well, so I'm not worried about dumping this 50,000. I do have to take a break for dinner before recording at the reset too. Here we go, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I thought it was gonna go there. Yeah, getting 3 and out is horrible. Why you lose in the last video? What do you mean? It's a game. You can't win them all. There's always going to be a bigger whale. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 10? 11, 12? Oh, man. Come on, man. You're gonna get 60k more just from 500 days of speed up. Yeah. I've heard so many people. Somebody said I've never won in this event. So many people said that they've been playing this game for years and never won. I don't know if, you know, if you're playing as a whale and never won, but I mean, because you do need a lot of kicks to try to get lucky, but I like those free kicks though. Just not when they disrupt the Doomkeeper. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. When it gets past 10, that's when you have some hope. Yeah, I mean in the weapons foundry. Of course, I knew what you meant. The question wasn't what you meant. The question is the premise of your question. What do you mean? Like, I can't win every single game. And it's a whole team. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, man. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 and out. Johnny, the mod who will never be. I don't know, man. I figured I'll do this for fun, but another thing that came up is people were asking, why don't you save this till the end? As you can see, we're only in, what is this, like day, I don't know if this is day 3 of this. And is it day 3 or 4? I think it's still day 3 technically in game time. But the treasure points aren't going up nearly as fast as they did the first couple of days. What happens is people start doing it, they get tapped out, and then it's basically, let's see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Come on. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, come on. Ah. Man, thought it was going to happen right there. But yeah, what happens is towards the end, people don't play it as much, so the treasure points don't go up as high, as fast. So yeah, you can play it towards the end, but 14 and no win. Yep. Thought it was going to happen right there. But yeah, so we might be able to do this for a little bit tonight, longer than I thought. Usually this cycles from like 11,000 to 16,000 and higher so quickly that I have to stop and reset again. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 3 and out. I've been playing this game. Hassan, brother, I just explained why it's not great to wait until the last possible moment on the last day. Because then, I mean, it goes either way. Some people like to do that. But like, if you want more opportunities, you have to play while everyone else is playing. That's the way I see it. Especially, when you've got this many soccer balls. I've been playing this game for 1.5 years and doesn't spend much and have never hit the jackpot. Doesn't so much money on these events. Okay. I think what you're trying to say is that you've been playing a long time, spent a little money, and never win on these. 3 and out again. First episode of Unshielded likely to drop. I didn't like my camera setup because I want to be able to have a better connection with the guests when I have live guests on, and so I got a new camera set up, and I'll be recording my own personal stories first. And I do have a couple stories queued up from people who want to be on the show, so that'll be coming after. But I need to make sure that my initial flow and setup is right first. So I think I was planning on doing it this past weekend, but then I needed to change the camera out, and that's why it's a little bit more delayed. But I got about, I don't know, two maybe 3 episodes of my own to do first, where I'm going to tell some of my stories, and then I'm bringing other people. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Just 3. I'll tell you, there's a couple stories that I have queued up already while we're waiting for this. One guy, as I did a teaser in the Discord channel, has a very real story about how he got into a horrible car accident and loved the social aspect of the game because nobody had to know about everything he was going through, and he was able to help. The game itself and the social aspect of the game helped him a lot, not just the fun of the game, but the social aspect of the game. I've got somebody who submitted a story about how they married their R4, but then he or she didn't give me a good audio sample, so I'm waiting for them to resubmit, hopefully, because that sounds like an interesting story. And I had a story, a couple, of course, we're going to hear some toxic stories for people who, like, one dude got burned for going to Fire Crystal 1 before SVS. He woke up and his entire city was burned. Sounds like an interesting story, too. And then there's another guy who's a whale in another state I met in the last transfer chat, just kind of randomly. And he's, and there. And then he's been, like, transferring from state to state because he can't find peace. And the dude has had a really bad time, I think. So I would actually like to meet him and talk about the horrible stories he's gone through. Some of them are horrible, some of them are just inconvenient. But he's like, I think he's done 3 transfers now in the past. I want to say he's done 3 transfers in the past like 4 or 5 months, and he can't land on something that's working. And so I'd love to be able to put him in touch with a community who will help him out, because he seems to love the game and everything. So yeah, All right. Let's see. While I wait for this, somebody was asking about the. I didn't show the Tundra album, and in case I forget to do it tonight, I probably have too much content for tonight. But neighboring states, I did secure the top spot, so I managed to get to 1779 before anybody else. It just took a couple $100. That's all. So that's what's going on there. But let's see. The other thing, I'm going to leave this up so I can wait for the treasure points. Hey, watch your videos every day. We transferred because of a bad whale, and now our state is amazing. Awesome. Good. I'm glad to hear that. If you have a story you want to tell on Unshielded, submit. Just go to that website, unshielded.com, and use the submit story button. I'd love to hear it. And I like what I want to do with that is I always want to make sure that I'm, in some way, shape, or form, turning it into a positive story. So even if you had a bad experience, I want to find a way to turn it around. And sometimes the way of turning it around is going to be by sharing your story with others so that they can learn from what you went through. And sometimes it's going to be a matter of helping connect you with the community who might be able to help you, find your tribe, basically, and give you a better environment. That type of thing. Sometimes it's just going to be an inspirational story that's good from the start. That's all good too. I want to hear stories about people who found their alter ego or something, like became best friends on the game and have somebody who they can confide in and stuff like this. I want to hear all the stories. Let's see. With the upcoming Fire Crystal Shard spend, can we expect a globe within this week? Here's the problem. Listen, this is a problem and a blessing. If we look at what's going on here, by my calculations, it's just a little under 3 million, or is it right about 3 million? Let's just do the calculation live for a second. So if we look at the calculator, let's assume it takes about 150,000. I've been tracking somewhere around there, 150,000 per VIP per puzzle piece. So 150,000 times 18 is 2.7 million, and I'm at 1.2 million. So let's subtract 1.2 million, and we're at 1.5 million. And 1.5 million, the rough rate of VIP acquisition is 250 per dollar, or 240 per dollar. So divide that by 240, and I am still $6,250 away from Globe, basically. So, but my power is rivaling people who have Globe from other states, if not stronger than people from other states. So that's proof of my efficient spending, basically. So I'm proud of the fact that I don't have Globe yet, actually. While I do want it, don't get me wrong, I do want it, but I'm a little bit far from it right now. So it'll be soon. It'll probably be next month. I did make a decision. So speaking about that spending, let's see, let me just look at some of the comments. What kind of stories? Life or game stories? Well, the stories for Unshielded will all be centering around the game. What I want to take a look at is the people behind the game. So whether that's King Shot or this game, Whiteout Survival, is up to you. It's games like this, basically, that have the social aspect to them. That's what I want to hear stories about. Hey, Spencer. Nice seeing you. Let's see. Look at treasure points, how slowly they accumulate. Yeah, they accumulate slowly. And I also don't entirely understand this. It's not like it didn't seem to be that there's a constant ratio here. So maybe it's based on the number of kicks get made against the Doomkeeper or something. I don't know. I don't understand why they show this treasure points number when it doesn't equate to the number of balls you get. They might as well just show you the number of balls you get. Like, I don't understand that. Keep Dead Shadow odds away from you, yes. I like watching your videos because I'm free to play, and I like how you play efficiently because it helps me on what to use during events. I'll tell you what, the other thing that's been helping a lot is the Torxum's been working on a website. I've been talking to him, and when I find problems or have ideas, I kind of send him his way as well. And if you look at Torxum's website, torxum.com, he's trying to build the valuation and give you advice in there and stuff as well. I've been surprised by a lot of things. For example, one of the things I was surprised by when he did the math on these these War Chant custom chests, because for me, power per dollar, I'm always focused on charms. I always take charms from these, but actually the highest value is the mythic gear I get, the mythic shards, and then the next highest value is the chief gear stuff, just because you get more of them. So strictly speaking, if I wanted to get most value out of this, I'd be focusing on chief gear for me. So that's an interesting finding. So, hey, Papa, mental health nurse here from Ireland who played WASP for a year now, interested in the podcast. Okay, awesome. Yeah, hit me up. If either join me up, join the Discord server and hit me up there, or find a way to get in touch. If you're not in the game anymore, the Discord is probably the best. Or if you go to just fill out the form and give me your email address that way. If you're interested in being on the show, I wouldn't mind hearing from you, because I do want to get a couple gaming psychologists and stuff on the show at some point as well, just to talk about coping strategies to deal with people who are toxic. Because there is something that fascinates me. And this is just in life, and I guess from a psychological perspective, is people who I had a player. I try not to air dirty laundry and stuff, but I had a player from one of our first SVSs who like trolled us for a very long time, and for all I know, he's still around. I don't understand how somebody derives pleasure from trolling. I really don't. And in some cases, like me, I'm a content creator. It rolls off my back, and I got my start on TikTok where people are super harsh. So I got my trial by fire that way. But I'm really curious about why some of these people are just absolutely toxic in the game and causing very real harm to people's mental health for no good reason, really. What sick pleasure do they get from that, and why? It fascinates me. So, do you know that the amount I spent on the game could buy me a large farm, a house, and a car in my country? Yeah, that's why I've had to start telling people, like, number one, I'm doing this as a content creator, but don't, if you don't have the means to do so, and this isn't something you can afford to do, you could play this game free to play. It just takes longer. Don't spend money you don't have. Let's see. I finally quit the game a few weeks ago, but I like watching your content. All right, I'll take it. I have TikTok. I haven't been focusing on it for this content. My reference to TikTok is, for those of you who've been following me for a while, I got my start. I funded this gaming journey from profits I made from TikTok. I was a TikTok shop affiliate creator. I still do it sometimes, but I've been so busy with other things I've been doing, I haven't been doing it as much. But you can make a lot of money on TikTok shop as an affiliate. Usually a super unhappy person will try to inflict mental pain on others a lot of time for no apparent reason. Yeah. Yep. The person, I don't know if this is, I have to scroll up, but the mental health workers, somebody once explained to me that if you try to rationalize with somebody who's inherently not rational, you're the one who gets frustrated because they're not rational in the first place. And you trying to rationalize with them is only going to frustrate you. That was a good way to think about it. It changes the way I think about things. Yeah, and the other thing about spending money in the game, like if I were spending this money in the game not as a content creator and not as somebody who, like, this is a business expense for me and I had some discretionary income and all that, if I wasn't doing it that way, I would be on a strict budget, and I would treat it as an entertainment expense. Because some people go to the casino, some people go to Starbucks, some people, you play other types of games. As long as it's a healthy, you keep it in checks and balances, it's all good. Because it is a fun game from lots of different perspectives. Love the video. Part of my wake up routine. I never touch this game. I'll tell you what. There's something that's interesting to me about the game, and I don't know if it's because I got a lot of people, like, because of the time I record, I get a lot of people from Europe as well. Hey, thanks for the hype. But there's people. I was going for a different vibe with my channel, and I like the vibe I have going. I didn't want to be this hype man. I didn't want to be this YouTube face person. So I was like, I'm going to keep the thumbnails super simple. I'm going to just connect with my audience as if I'm talking to a friend. You're playing over my shoulder type of thing. And, lo and behold, people like that. That's what I wanted. I wanted an authentic, real experience. And for those of you who are just want to be able to see what it's like to be able to spend this way because you can't, or those of you who just like hearing it, but there's a lot of people who just they eat their meals with me, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They eat their meals with me because they feel like they're a friend hanging out with me. And I loved hearing that because that's the vibe I was going for. Do you ever feel any sort of regret at any moment on how much you spent on the game? For me personally, no, because again, this is a business expense for me. I will tell you that I personally, like when I make good money, I donate to charities and stuff. I'm Catholic, so I donate to my church as well. And when I can in my own personal life, I try to make contributions like that to help others out. But when it comes to this, it's a business expense. So it's like, money, any money that I have coming in, or any, like when I had the affiliate link promotion going on, it's not the same. It's a business expense. It's kind of like marketing and content creation. So me personally, I don't feel guilty about any of the money I spend. If I were spending this kind of money, and it had no return on it type of thing, and then I probably would. I'd be making sure that my investments were working for me first, basically. I watch every single morning. I don't even play the game. See? That's what I'm talking about. It's amazing. What state are you in? 3794. I laughed so hard with the Molly sign in the last video with the slushy event. Right? I mean, come on. It's like she's making fun of you. Like I have any control over it. And she's going to sigh at you and give you side eye. You look at her facial expression too when she does it. I got to watch the treasure points. They're slowly going up there now. The best thing about your videos is that you speak like a normal human without the constant shouting and overhype, and no cringe thumbnails. Right. And some people want to see, they're like, oh, you should use AI to generate your thumbnails. Like, no, that's exactly what I don't want to do. And I don't want to start doing YouTube face. I had some content I did before where I focused on doing that type of thing. In TikTok, it's different. It's, you got to highlight the product and stuff. But yeah, that's the vibe I was going for. So I'm keeping it kind of. Do you mind what you do for a living other than content creation? My main profession is a software engineer, and I'm a software engineering manager. So I'm in the tech field, basically. Let me talk, while this is going on, let me tell you what I've got plotted up for my War Academy press. All right. The whole bunch, I got my little sticky notes over here because I had them ready for after the reset when I do all this stuff. But according to my calculations, I will have a net total of 37,212 fire crystal shards by the end of the SVS prep week, which leaves me short of about 2,000, roughly 2,000 needed for a full unlock of all 3 Helios types. So I'm going to spend a little bit, but I'm not going to spend as much as I thought I was going to spend, because the more I looked at it and the more some people in my Discord community and some people who I trust in the game, I started confiding in people, asking about different types of things. And essentially, as a whale, I shouldn't, right now at this stage in the game, for T11 anyways, I don't need to worry about resources all that much. And I did some calculations, yes, that will add up over time, but by the time it starts adding up, I will also have time to do the research to unlock or reduce the costs of training and reduce the time for training and all that. So I'll have more time to do that later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend $585 on that Fire Crystal Shard pack. So I'll do the initial 185 and then 4 more on top of that. So I'll get a grand total of an additional 3,510 Fire Crystal Shards. And so my net total will be 40,722, which will give me enough to do all the Helios unlocks, plus a little bit of the extras for infantry and marksman. And then, so for day 2, I'm going to do training to level 2, and infantry training to level 2, and marksman training to level 1, and marksman healing to level 1, mainly because we have a bear trap coming up that'll fit in. So, and then the Lancer tree, I'll just do as much as I can with the leftover on day 2 to get the research points for it. And then by the end of the week, I'll finish accumulating the rest of the converted Fire Crystal Shards, and then I'll finish the Lancer push by the end of the week. This will also set me up, the reason I'm doing it this way, is that I'll be able to do troop promotion of infantry and marksmen on Troops Day. And if I'm not mistaken, if my calculations are correct, I think I can actually upgrade all my troops, which I didn't think I'd have enough to do, but I think I'm going to actually have enough to be able to do all my troops. Maybe I think I'll need to spend a little bit on like troops training, but that's it. Will you be able to upgrade all of that in 30 minutes of the ministry pub? I think so. It's not that, right? Those aren't that hard to do, all right? Do I have to be worried about that rush? Let me check. I've been talking a lot and not checking comments too. Let me just check comments for a minute. You just unlock them and you're good to go. Yeah, it's pretty much I'm going to unlock them and then do just a little bit more. Not a lot. I was originally planning on like, I was originally planning on getting them at least to like level 5 or 7 or something like that, but I really don't need to do that. You told us you never spend on troop training. This isn't troop training. This is troop promotion, okay? This isn't this isn't buying troop training packs for the purpose of spamming troops for false power. This is buying them to get real power by promoting troops, all right? There's a difference. Somebody said it won't take more than 15 minutes. It's not troop training, it's troop promotion, all right? You can do millions of troops in 30 minutes, especially with capacity buff. Yeah. Let me see if I skipped some stuff. I love the idea of your podcast. It can open the door to so many stories, and it's unique as well. In my opinion, you shouldn't just stick with WAS or Kingshot with that idea till the near future, at least. Yeah, that's the idea. Is like, it's meant to be a general one, but I know that just between the Whiteout Survival and the Kingshot community itself, I'll have a lot of I think there'll be a lot of opportunities for stories once the word gets out. But yeah, I think it'll be for any types of games that have this social aspect to them. Yeah, as you notice, Pops, the longer the game takes, the more you level up, the more packs you need to buy. Is it worth it for you to stay in your state or move to the Whale Alliance? I like my state right now. The social aspect of the game means that I spent a lot of time trying to make this state better. Oh, I got to get this auto kit going. We'll continue this conversation later, but yeah, hadn't caught you live, right? Thanks. Okay, here we go. Let's get kicking. Yeah, so what I was trying to say there is the social aspect of the game is what matters more to me at this point as well. Like, the game is fun, and I'm still learning. I still got a lot to learn. Like, and there's features that I wish they would do, like quick gear swapping. I hate swapping gear, but it could be an important strategy. So, but I got a lot to learn still. But you know, I'm enjoying the people I'm playing with right now, both in my alliance and in the state. Three kicks on the Doomkeeper. Yeah, this is something, somebody just mentioned this. Also, don't look at the troops as power, but more defense for your city. You can be max whale, but if you only have, say, 2.5 million troops, 1 to 2 rallies from a whale can zero you, so just a thought. That's only true if they're a stronger whale than you, first of all. A much stronger whale than you. So I'm still worried about stats. But the likelihood of that happening, it can only happen during SVS, basically. I'm not in a toxic state, so it's not going to happen in my own state. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, not even 4. Oh, we got image 0 here, guy here. I had a. Do I have to kick you from the stream too? Yeah, you can just pop a shield if you're worried about that as well. But the reason I don't like it is because it's like, although I did learn one of the SVS events, like having extra troops would have helped quite a bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, just 3. Having extra troops would have helped quite a bit because I wouldn't have had to rotate between my squad. Like I didn't realize that was part of the SVS dynamics, that the turrets take troops away basically. So until you leave castle and come back, you don't get your troops back. So I lost a lot. I couldn't refill my infantry. Doomkeeper's just playing with me now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, just 3. No, I don't play King Shot. People have asked me that a bunch of times. I don't play King Shot because I just don't have time. And people have also asked me what other games I play. I only have time to obsess on one game at a time. So this is the game I'm obsessing on now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. Let's go. No, no. How's the budget going? We don't say the B word around here. 1, 2, 3, just 3. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You hear me say it in my daily journal sometimes. Like, don't confuse budget with efficiency. You can have a large budget and still spend efficiently to some degree. I think it would be so cool to get a Doomkeeper prize on a live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, bummer. Random luck is just what random luck is. I think I've heard people say like the game changes differently based on how you spend, but I don't think that's true at all. I think it's just random luck. I've seen free-to-play. In fact, just the other day I saw one of our free-to-play members in the Academy Alliance won the kicking event. This isn't actually, it's interesting. Have you ever hit the jackpot for one of these events before? Yes. Attack of the Neon. If you go look at the video, I won the 2, 3. I won Attack of the Neon, so you can go watch that video. There's an interesting question about, is it nice being a whale? Do you feel the pressure of having to always be active there for weaker members during event times? Yes, that is a very real. A lot of people who don't play as whales don't realize, like, the whole state essentially looks to their whales to try to win, and you have pride in your whales, and when we don't help you win, you know, you get disappointed in us. It's like, yeah, there's a very real you know, I don't know, I don't want to call it stress factor. I try to just, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but there is a performance anxiety aspect of it, let's say. Yeah, when this stops, I'll show you the stats in the infographic here, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 5. Just the other day I saw a farm win the jackpot. Yeah, it happens. Yep. Yeah, and my budget is wrecked by events. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, just 3. Do you get good rewards from this event? Yeah, I mean, look at the rewards stacking up on the bottom. I think the rewards are pretty good. Yeah, this is the problem. These events are now the best. Or the issue is that they all came at the same time. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I just have to open up some room in the budget, because if I don't, I'm actually not spending efficiently. This is the problem. Like, if I was on a budget right now and I didn't spend this money on these events, I would be losing out on value, and I'd have to buy them some other way, like in the regular events that come up and stuff. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come on. 13, 14, 15. Are you kidding me? Was that 15? Was that 15? And I didn't get it. Did I miscount and that was 14? I gotta see this now. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Come on, man. Come on. That was just wrong. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5. How did I not get it after 15? Oh, God. Telling you, Deadshot's conspiring with these other games. No, there's not just a 0.3% of getting the prize. If you read the text carefully, the higher the treasure points go up, the more the chances increase. Now, they don't tell us exactly the math to it, but the higher the treasure points go, the more likely it is you'll get the prize. We just don't know by how much. Yeah, I'm glad that, so we love watching you play Deadshot. It makes me laugh. I'm glad it makes you laugh. It makes me laugh too afterwards. 3, 4, 5, 6, just 6. Oh, who's in first place in this event? Hunty right now. I think he's done all his kicks ready. I think I didn't ask him, but I think Hunty has also done the majority of his War Academy push. I imagine, because I think his charms were already high like mine, and the only thing that he could have got the points fund, because he's got the top points for SVS right now, and he must have done his War Academy push early. I think, because I think his charms are already like mine as well. Excuse me. So I think he must have got all those points from the War Academy push, and he must have got extra balls from the speed ups. Oh, there we go. Now we gotta wait again. So yeah, leaderboard. So I think that's why Hunty's got so many points up. If you take a look at SVS as well, but like I said, I didn't. He and I haven't talked about that specifically, but he put up a lot of points. He double points than I put up pretty much. Well, at least 20 million more than I put up. And even Lady did her War Academy push as well, and that's where points are. So I assume that's what's going on there. Yeah, but I'll have at the end of this run I'll have what 3,000 extra points, and then I'm not even getting into the gem spending yet, so that'll be another 30,000 balls, and then the speed ups themselves is going to be another, I don't know how many, probably 20,000 balls or something like that. Poppy, you have a lot of fans here in the Philippines. No, I can't say that, because first of all, I don't know what it means, and I would have no way of pronouncing it. It's nice to see other people in your state pushing high points. Yeah. You and Hunty should test stats on a gathering node after SVS. I think we've done that once before or so, but we've done it with other players as well. We haven't done it recently, though. It means I love you guys. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, so for anybody who hasn't joined, let me go through again what my War Academy plans are, in case I went through it too fast last time as well. Because I have, there's several reasons. It was like putting a math puzzle together. First of all, you have the fact that the FCS shards accumulate over time. So I'm not gonna have all of my shards until the end of SCS prep week. Second of all, I want to optimize for the fact that I have training day coming up. So I want to unlock enough that I can do most of my troops training on troops training day during SVS. I'm sorry, promotion, troop promotion. So hey, thanks for the what is that? They don't show me what it's called, but thanks for the donation. The super chat, is that what it is? Papa's probably stronger than me, and I'm Gen 9. Yeah, so what I plotted out was a course where I'll spend an extra 585 only. So I'm not going to go crazy spending inefficiently, but I'm going to spend an extra 585, which would give me 3,510 fire crystal shards for tonight. And then that will allow me to have enough fire crystal shards tonight to unlock infantry and marksmen, and then I'm going to do infantry training to level 2 and marksman training to level 1 and healing to level 1. Mainly I'm doing healing to level 1 just because I have bear trap. So I'm just lightly doing the extras right now because I'm going to have enough resources for this SVS and probably even for the next one before it becomes a problem. But I'll save the rest of that research for other SVS, and I'll have plenty of resources. I was worried about resources because people told me to be worried about them, and I think it's a valid point long term. But since at the spending rate I'm doing, I'll be able to do more research by next SVS. I think I'm going to be fine. So so that's my plan for day 2, and then I'll do the Lancer tree as much as possible with the leftover. And then on day 5 of prep, when I have the last research day, then I'll finish off the Lancer tree up to Helios, and then I'll do Lancer probably training to level 1 as well. That way I'll do the Lancer training on the last day as well. So I think I'm going to have enough actually resources and speeds to promote all of my troops as well, which I didn't think was going to be possible, but that's what things are looking like. So that's my game plan, and I'm going to explain that tonight in the content in my daily journal that I record, and I think that's the best way I can do it. And I'm trying to like optimize. Like I am spending a little money, but not as crazy as I was thinking of. And mainly the reason I'm doing that is because there's really no reason for me to do that push. Going to training level 2 is also for troops capacity, so there's some ancillary benefits, and it also will reduce the troops since I'm going to be doing a troops training day. And I also have, I had this percolating, brewing for a while, this training research, the trainer tools. So I'll start with that as well. I'll finish that off. So that's about all the things I can do to try to minimize the costs within reason without getting crazy about it. So imagine after 4 years we'll get this notification. I spent $1.4 million in this whale account. Man, if that if that happens, that'll be a nice number to put out there, but it'll be just from the channel itself. Looking forward to T11 push. Yeah, that's coming. Half of it's coming tonight. Hopefully you just heard. I'm not going to repeat all that again, but hopefully you just heard what my plans are. So I'm basically doing infantry and marksman tonight, and then Lancer will be finished off at the end of prep week. That's what we're looking at. Super chat, right? That's what it's called. Thanks for the super chat. I'm going to see what other comments made. Listen, I'm purposely avoiding questions. I'm just going to be transparent with you. I'm purposely avoiding questions like Papa is stronger than Hunty, who's on top, and all this type of stuff. Because first of all, Hunty and I have a great relationship now. He's in my state. He's a peer of mine. I don't care who's stronger, whether it's me or him. If over time, if he spends more than me, he'll be stronger. That's just how this game works. There is pay to win aspect of this game. And I don't want to, this isn't a game of who can necessarily be stronger. I'm doing the spending I'm doing, and if that makes me the strongest in the state, then fine. And if it doesn't, it's fine also. As long as Hunty and I have a good relationship and we play well as a state team, that's all I really care about. And I'm avoiding that conversation because I felt too many times some comments I said were misinterpreted as me competing with Hunty for first, and that's not what it's about at all. Like even the fact that I said about Hunty with Globe, and so I don't even make that comparison with Hunty anymore. If I look in the state that we're about to compete against, one of the players we're going against already has Globe, and my stats are as strong as they are. He's got I think maybe 1 or 2 more Labyrinth points than me, and I'm not even done with my SVS prep push yet because as you know, I'm very disciplined about doing all the spending and then unloading it for SVS. So to me, the fact that I'm still $6,000 away from getting Globe and I have that kind of power is an indication that I'm doing good for efficiency. But people heard that comment and turned it into something about, me and Hunty, and I don't want the dialogue to go there. So I'm avoiding all conversations like that. Oh, did I mess up did I put a 2027 in the description? I'll have to edit that. Let's see if I can edit it live. This is how I fix my content. It's from you guys calling me out on silly mistakes I make. There we go. Look how slow these treasure points are going up. Like when I record at night, these like they fly up. Am I going to do the T11 push live or going to record a video only? Yeah, I'm going to do it as part of the daily journal. Like soon, I got probably like maybe another half hour before I have to leave for dinner with my wife, and then I'll kind of mentally reset and get ready for the daily journal tonight. And then I'm going to do that as part of the daily video. Yep, that's what's coming for tonight. But because I'm doing the Legend of the Field now, I won't do it in the video. Those videos, the daily videos, are getting really long, mainly because of Legend on the Field. So I think I might actually do another. I'll do a little bit of it tonight in the video as well. But I think I'm going to start doing. Maybe I'll save them to do one more live towards the end of the event. So. Won't you switch to Amos? People say Geronimo isn't strong enough in Gen 4 as Amos. No, it depends on what you're doing. All right, listen, I'm getting to the point in the game that I have some experience, but I know there's a lot of people out there with more experience than me. Geronimo is still very good for rally right now, where we're at right now, because his stats apply to the entire rally. So Amos isn't for that, you know. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. If that's a super chat. I don't know what YouTube calls all these things. Let me see. Is it over here? No, they don't show me here either. Yeah, so yeah, Amos is a big defense hero, and here is something that is not popular opinion, but this is what I did in my last SVS, and it worked really well. I used Logan instead of Amos, actually, and I don't know, it's debatable. On paper, the stats. Basically, what people told me who have looked at stats before is that Amos's skills don't trigger as much as Logan's. And if you look at how Logan's defense stuff stacks up, it's arguable that Logan's actually better for defense. So I don't know. I might try Amos again this time, though, because in the recent Foundry, it was Amos that I couldn't break as easily. And it was mainly because of his defense buff. But Logan gives you a health buff, so I don't know, man. Logan gives you a health buff plus a defense buff, so I don't know. But Gen 5 is right around the corner, and then I think that's when things are going to change quite a bit, right? I mean, pretty much all the Gen 5 heroes are better. So Geronimo will probably still continue to be good for Bear for me, but probably Geronimo won't be my primary attack rally anymore. So right now, just to give you an idea of how good, like, this is my primary, how good Alonso is Alonso, because of his skills affecting the entire rally. Alonso is still, yeah, increasing rally troops lethality by 15%. Alonso is still like the primary attack formation. Oh, even in Gen 5, Geronimo will be my attack rally? Interesting. I know soon somebody said Geronimo will be replaced. I don't know if that was Gen. I don't know which Gen that was, though. Can you show me your stats for your main march? After SVS. I'll show you all the stats you want to see. Until then, you got to keep a little mystery going. I'm doing everything on camera already. People can figure things out. But excited for Hector. We'll get him soon. Yeah. In 36 and 96, we get everything a couple days apart. It's fun to watch. Yeah. I don't understand why we got stuff so soon, but we got charms unlocking soon. Some people didn't realize, like, we got new pets, and we got charms unlocking soon too. So I thought I had this nice cadence all planned out, and then Whiteout Survival says, "Here you go. Here's some more stuff immediately. And we got a new expert coming soon, I believe. And I think our state is probably going to qualify for it, right? And I think it's July 20th. We're supposed to get some new experts. So we've got that. We got that too. I mean, I don't even have the experts that I have where I want them yet. And we're getting new experts yet again. Yeah. So. Yeah, what was his name? I forgot his name already. Starts with a G. Let me see. I can probably... I don't want to show it now. I'm almost to the treasure point, kick-in point. Yeah, and they moved up our pets as well. Yeah, in the last update, if you look at the app update, especially on I know on Apple device, I put it in one of my... Yeah, it's Gerald. Maybe it's Gerald or something like that. I forget what it is. Let me see if I can find it over here on my other phone. App Store. Whiteout Survival. Gareth. Gareth. The Iron Thorn Chief. It's Gareth, yeah. And we don't even know if we're going to get another expert from there. There's some speculation that there's going to be another expert. Because the stats on the expert, bar basically, and that power bar went up high enough that they're thinking that it might be more than one. If Gareth helps with T12, that would be interesting, but some people are speculating it was for other things like Canyon or things like that. I don't know. I haven't heard anything on it myself. They don't tell me anything. And if they did, I wouldn't be able to tell you. All right, let's see. We're at past 11,000, so let's get kicking again. If he helps with T12, I'll tell you what, that would be good. By the way, if anybody who's listening here, I'm going to encourage you, make sure you use, if you go to the Whiteout Survival official Discord, there's an area that's like for contact. It's all the way like on the lower left. It's like in one of the contact kind of widgets in there that you can do is that you can, let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 5. You can leave developer feedback, and I would encourage you very much so to use that developer feedback, because I'm a developer myself as well. I've never been a game developer, but I have developed games on my own. 2, 3, but I have been part of projects that are user facing, or worked on applications that were user facing. Product managers make decisions, and game companies make decisions based on that feedback. Here we go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if only 2 people or 3 people complain about something, they may know it's a problem, but they haven't been pressured into doing anything about it yet. If thousands of people submit feedback saying, hey, you got to fix this aspect of the game, then they can't avoid it. They're going to say like, hey, we have to do something about this. There have been some people reaching out to me inside the game and outside the game saying, please talk to the developers about fixing what they broke with T12s. I can't do anything about it. I'm just a content creator and I'm part of the content creator team. But if you want to give them the message that like, we don't like the way this is implemented and you need to do something about it, or you want to give them some specific advice, use that feedback form, because they do listen to it. And that's not just this. I put in a feedback request for asking for a feature to help manage hero gear. I'd like to be able to automatically have like gear profiles that I can just automatically switch. 3, just 3 kicks. Yeah, developers need feedback to take any action on any issues, right? And it's a strength in numbers thing. So don't assume just because it's a problem that everyone is complaining about that they've heard your voice as well. 3, just 3. They need to hear your voice also, because there's strength in numbers. Yeah, for those who've been asking, I'm not doing the T11 push live. I'm doing that as part of the daily journal tonight, just to keep consistency with that. Here, I figured I have so many extra. I'm gonna end up having so many extra balls to kick, and instead of doing this on the daily journal, which takes time because I have to try to edit it all out and everything, I do some now live and then talk about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's a petition to reduce T12 resource costs. Either that or give you a hero, do something. Like, they got to do something in the game, it sounds like. But I'm not there yet, but it sounds like that'd be a problem. Am I getting my affiliate code for Frost Stars anytime soon? I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about it. I know that the program was discontinued July 1st, so that's why I haven't been promoting it anymore. I don't know if they're going to give it back to us again at some point or do something else. I haven't heard yet. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. I wish they make an undo button for everything. The amount of times I make a mistake is crazy. Yeah, my fault. I did this the other day and somebody called me out in the video. You might not. Oh, let's see. Let's count this out first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I canceled the War Academy research because I needed to do the upgrade first. And I didn't read it carefully. But unlike the regular research that gives you a full refund, War Academy research does not give you a full refund. It gives you 50%. And I was like, oh my God, no, I can't believe I didn't do that. Or I did that. But yeah, I don't know why you said Chisco will still promote his link. I don't know why. I don't know if he's got a different deal than me or if he just didn't get the memo yet. I don't know why he's still promoting his link because I was told to stop as of July 1st. Yeah, but like I did not realize that War Academy research is you only get a 50% refund. That killed me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8. So of all things to cancel and upgrade and sacrifice 50% on, not War Academy. Like that means I sacrificed, that's probably a small amount. It was just getting started, but I sacrificed some fire crystal shards and some steel, man. I wasted around 200 fire crystal shards by doing that as well. Oh man. The only difference between you and me is I do it all on camera, so when I make a mistake, everyone gets to see it. How much do you get from your link? Is it a good amount or not really? I am not allowed to talk about that specifically, but I can tell you that the percentage we get is fairly small. So compared to other affiliate programs I've been part of. So it's something nice to try to support us, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But the percentage isn't particularly high. It was just a nice way to get a little something extra. And I think the way they were thinking about it is, you know, a way that you can support the creators, basically. 1, 2, 3, just 3. Are you a Globe player now? No, not yet. 3, just 3. No, and I don't know if you're late to the stream, but I was saying that the fact that I have similar power to people in neighboring states that have Globe, it makes me proud. That shows me that I'm spending efficiently because I have the same power they have at a much less spend. I am still roughly $6,000 according to my calculations. It depends how lucky you get, but I'm probably at least $6,000. Well, I'm probably at least $5,000 away from Globe still. Yeah, I have power similar to players in other states that have Globe already. And I'm not talking about fluff power. I'm talking about labyrinth power. I don't know if Papa is the best in terms of efficiency. I don't know if I'm the best. I'm sure trying though. 1, 2, 3, just 3. Where did Longtooth and Papa come from? Longtooth was because when I first started the gaming channel, I tried to do a gaming channel before. It wasn't really a gaming channel. It was going to be a tech channel. I wanted to inspire people who were older, like let's say old 40 plus. I wanted to inspire them to still be gamers because gaming, in my opinion, it helps you keep an active mind. It helps you, give you something fun to do. And I just wanted to, inspire other people who are quote unquote older to continue gaming. And I mean that all the way up into your 50s, 60s, 70s even, right? So that's who I wanted to inspire was an older generation to continue gaming or to start gaming if they haven't started already, because they can learn anything. It's just a matter of time and experience and practice. So yeah, so long tooth is this. There's an expression of being long in the tooth means you're old, because you old school tribal things got the teeth would get long. So it's just a fun way to reference an adult older gaming channel, basically. Not that I was trying to be like retired, and I'm not retired yet, but that's where long tooth came from. Popsicle was just something stupid mnemonic, because my grandson calls me Papa all the time. I have one of my daughters had a child young, and so I'm a grandparent already, and he calls me Papa all the time. My kids called my father Papa, and so when I started playing this game, he was around me and asking me something. He asked me Papa something, and I was like, you know what? Let me just make my character named Papa something. And it was like, what rhymes with Papa and sounds interesting and has a tundra cold theme to it? And I picked Papa Popsicle. I also like how it can be used as a double entendre sometimes. So, although I try to keep a clean channel here. Oh, thanks. Stop the game. The loot is low. Appreciate it. I got to talking, and I didn't stop the kicking. Yeah, so my grandpa's 86 and plays Bejeweled. All right. Yeah, I got my mother hooked on Candy Crush back in the day. So games like that are fun, but the games like this, especially with the social aspect, I mean, I was amazed. I know even though I'm a content creator, I'm out kind of in the public eye here. In real life, I'm not a super like outgoing person. I'm fine socially. I have friends and stuff, and I'm a manager at work, so I know how to communicate with folks. But I'm not a super outgoing social person. But when the game first dumped me into a social setting, I was a little uncomfortable with it. I'm like, why is it making me do this? I don't want to do this. But soon I realized like that is how you learn everything. And then I started making some friends, and we started learning the game together. And so there's a lot of these stories about people who have learned, about the game together and became friends in the game together. So I think there's a lot of people out there, even in the older crowd and stuff, like they're lonely, they have nothing to do, and feeling, being connected with this whole social community, the social aspect of the game can kind of bring a new life to you, basically. So I wish more people would play games like this that had the social aspect to it. When I started playing, I hated the chat too much, but now I'm an R4 and chatting all day. Right? Man. Maybe I should have you on the Unshielded as well. Maybe I should just have people who have had experience with becoming an R4 or R5 reluctantly, because it's a lot. People don't really understand the work it takes to play politics. Resolve people's problems. Somebody comes to you with a problem because they don't like that they got kicked out of a bear rally, and all different things you deal with. You deal with pressures inside your own organization. You deal with pressures between other alliances, and then you deal with pressures between state versus state. And then when transfers open up, it's just crazy the amount of stuff you deal with as an R4 or R5. And then you don't realize, but like, there's 100 people in an alliance, basically, and there could be 1,000 people in a state easily that are all active, and dealing with that sheer number of people, like it's almost like in real life if you were running a company or something, One of the crazy things, let's just talk about the game for a second, is in the amount of work that a R4 or R5 has to put in to this game that we all love is really high. But the rewards you get from the game are not really high. You just get that alliance reward chest that's not even all that great, It would be nice if they gave the R4s and R5s some more significant compensation for taking on that role, because the game would be dead without the R4s and R5s. I logged in one day and it was R4 in my old alliance. Glitter, in Spencer and I's, the state that Spencer joined me in, he joined me over there we ended up in the same alliance. We were talking about which alliance we wanted to go to. We weren't liking the alliance we were in that much because it was getting a little weird, and we were looking to go to another alliance. I logged in one day, and all of a sudden I was R5. And the reason I was R5 is because a couple of them knew I was a content creator and it was my low spend account, so they trusted me. And they convinced the person who was leaving the game, who was the R5, to give R5 to me just because they figured I would have a chance at salvaging things. And so one of the things I hate about that account is that I missed the opportunity. You know how you get the top off reward for getting like the resource, the special skin that gives you the 5% resource gathering? Once you lose the opportunity to get that, it's forever gone. And I was dealing with so much drama and stress of taking over R5 that I missed that skin and I can never get it back. So that account is permanently doomed with the stain of not having the resource gathering skin, and I can never get it back. I'd have to start an account over again. And that really still bothers me till today. So I try not to think about it. Thanks to you, I'm spending less on this game. I realize how expensive it is to be at the top. You know, I'm glad to hear you say that, and not from this perspective. Like everybody, you know, spends what they can on the game. But one of the things I wasn't trying to highlight this, but like as a content creator, I can spend a little more on the game than others can because it's a business expense for me. I think on the one hand, it's fascinating to see the number going up and up, and that's part of the hook of my channel to see how much money I've spent over time. On the other hand, I wanted people who really can't afford it to realize like there's no winning. It's a pay to win game. At the end of the day, if you're competing if the only way you're competing in the game is by spending more money on it, there's only, you know, you're not the one who wins. Let's put it like that. So I got to be careful how I say that. And I don't want to make it sound too negative, but like if everybody is just dumping money into the game to try to beat each other all the time, you're not the one who wins really. You're just out trying to outspend. It's an arms race made out of money, right? Who can spend more money is who wins. So that's why I'm trying to be careful to be an efficient whale, even though I'm doing the whaling part for the fun and the content of the channel and from the unique angle to hook people into the audience. Really, you know, you got to think about what you can afford and then play how you can afford to play. R5 for almost 3 years now and would always do it again. It's pain sometimes, but the people are worth it. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Is there a limit on spendings that you won't go over? No, because I have some money coming in from YouTube, the YouTube channel at this point. And at this point, I basically take the money that I get from that and I put it into the game, and it's kind of fun for me, you know? So if some point I'm able to make more money than is going out, then that'll be a good thing to do. That'll be great because then I'll actually get paid for this. But until then, I just take the little bit of money I get from YouTube, I put it into the account. And so over time, I mean, is there a limit? Yeah, that's the limit. The limit is how much money is coming in from YouTube, or if I get some extra money on the side that I'm able to put in the account. But I won't go too far over that because I don't want to start dipping into my savings. I funded it with a certain amount that I got from TikTok in the first place, and I don't want to get into the realm that I'm actually losing money on the game. Let me show you. I'll show you what that skin is because I have it on this account. So, where is it? It's got to be here. Is it this one? No, that's the starter city. Winter of Plenty. That's the one. The Winter of Plenty. And on that other account, I don't have it, and it still irks me. I wonder how much the devs make from this game. I know several people who spend over 150,000. Thousands of servers with whale. They probably make hundreds of millions, if not billions. I think this is one of the first mobile games, one of the top mobile games that made $1 billion in profit. So if I have to Google that, but you guys can Google it because I'm on the live right now. But I'm pretty sure that it's been public knowledge that they've made, you know, billions essentially. So in fact, when I went looking to start a gaming channel, one of the key criteria for me was to find a game that I can enjoy first of all, and looked appealing and interesting to me, but also that had a high earning revenue, because I know that games that are making good money are going to spend money in marketing and advertising and sponsorship dollars. So I was looking for a game that was successful and profitable. Spencer, you gonna rock that city skin now? I'm surprised you're still here, but oh god, it still irks me that I don't have it. There's one more thing that irks me while we're getting about things that let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? I'll come into world chat for a second. Where is it? Here. This one. One more push. One of my very first videos, I was trying to be efficient. I was like, I'm not going to buy the emote because it doesn't do anything for me for power per dollar. And it was such a tiny expense. Meanwhile, I don't know when we're going to get this adventure caravan again. And in the meantime, I still don't. That's the one emote that I still don't have. And I won't be able to get it because it's if we get that special event again. Let's see. I always watch your video before bed, so it started to be a habit. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. They passed 3 billion in revenue. Okay. Yep. It's a great game. Your videos got me back into it. Was playing in 2023. Nice. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I hope I need Adventure Caravan again. No, I haven't played King Shot. You said it showed up twice now, but I've only seen the event once. And I've been playing, what is it, 220 days? So. Was it the roll? It was the dice roll event? Is that the one it was? Do you have Globe yet? Nope. No Globe yet. And the fact that I don't have Globe yet is a proof of my efficiency. Hi, Papa. Can I add you as a friend in the game? Here's the deal. I don't add friends in Discord and in the game regularly for two reasons. Number one, the list gets so long that it's hard for me to track who's who anymore. So I try to keep the friends list to people who I really do need to communicate. It's don't mean any offense by it, but and also imagine the case where we're going to be going up against another state, and I need to make sure that state's not currently in the friend list, so they're not trying to watch it online and stuff like this. Unless you're a true friend that I made a connection with, then I try not to add friends too much. But you can, I try to respond when people ping me in the game or in Discord. I try to respond when I can. It just, as you can imagine, being a content creator gets to be a bit much. Do you chat with Brightheart in 4293? He's speedrunning this game? No. I've heard plenty of stories about people spending like tons of money. Tons of money in the game in short periods of time. That's not me. That's super inefficient spending to do that. I always wait for SBS to watch your long videos. Some people might not like it, but I swear I'm in love with them. Please keep them long like that in the last video you updated. This is the problem. It's exhausting for me to record them, and I feel like some people might tune out, but I know some people can just skip through the parts that they don't want to see. So I try to keep it in balance, keep the stuff where it's like the gameplay that I think people want to see. But, I don't know. Some people really do like the longer content and some people don't. So I post them both. Do you aim to make short content for your channel? It'll really help boost it. So the problem with short content, my style is a little bit different. So I'm not sure it would help much, and it takes time to curate. One of the things that I wanted to do when I started this channel, as I think I said at the beginning, was I wanted this relaxed, casual vibe, not like all the other content you see out there. So for me to curate the content means I'd have to either go searching for it, or I can use something like Opus Clip where it curates it. I've used Opus Clip. I've used the AI tools before. They don't do a great job. And so what you end up doing is spending as much time curating it in the AI tools as you would if you're curating it manually. And either way, it's going to take me like an hour or two extra just to find some clips. And it just, to me, it just wasn't worth it in the end. So that's why I haven't been focusing on shorts. Yeah, I actually, let's see. I love how you start the video. I try to make it fast and then we get a 1 hour video. Well, not much I can do about that. It's my intention. My intentions were good. My ability to execute on my intentions weren't. I like seeing the Foundry and Canyon fights because it helps me better understand strategy for them. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I've said from the beginning, like, there's two ways you can learn from me. If I have something to share because I've learned it in the game, and I'm usually learning from other players, then you can learn it. You can learn from it that way because I'm sharing directly with you stuff that I've been told and seems to be working. The other way is you can learn from my mistakes. Like, I know it's like I have to be a little bit humble about it. Like, I'm not going to be a perfect player. I'm not the guy who comes out telling you like, oh, I got the perfect strategy for everything. I'm not going to be the guy who tells you I know every bit about the game intimately, because I don't want that kind of pressure on me. First of all, I try my best to learn as much as I can about the game, but I don't need that kind of pressure to feel like I'm the expert in Whiteout survival when I've only been playing for 220 days and some of you guys have been playing for 3 years or longer. Like, I'm just going to be the guy who says, here's what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. I'm going to make some mistakes. I'm going to help you learn along the way, either stuff I learn or, stuff that you can learn from me by watching me and don't make the mistakes I make. But either way, you're going to learn something, but just come along on the journey with me. That's what I'm going for. We are learning from you the dead shot. Dead shot. I haven't heard, listen, since I've been talking about dead shot, I haven't seen anyone who's had good luck in dead shot. So is it possible to get permanent skin without paying so much to win? Yes, it depends on which one you're talking about, though. If you're talking about Globe, I don't think so. That wouldn't, strictly speaking, it would be possible. I just don't think it would happen in your, like, mathematically, it's possible. It just is not likely to happen in your lifetime. But when you're talking about some of the other city skins, yeah, you can save up for them. There's strategies you can use. Like, you can save up for, like, Frosty Fortune, for example. You can save up for multiple events because you can save the gems of Enigma, but not the roses or the thorns. So if you save them up over multiple events, then you can get what you need, and then you can unload it on one event, and then you can get the city skin. And other events are similar to that. Oh, you're talking about this one specifically? I don't know. This would be hard, right? You'd have to. I don't know if this one's possible, because the only other ways to get the balls are through gems and speed ups, which would ultimately cost you. Assuming you've already maxed out your beasts and resource gathering, and you'd need to be spending gems or speed ups unless you saved up for an event like this without knowing that it was coming. That would be difficult. It's probably still mathematically possible, but you would have had to save without realizing you were saving for it, basically. How long roughly till the next video gets posted? I try to record every night after the reset. What happens sometimes, though, is I have personal events. Like the other night, I went to go see Moana 3D, which I would highly... I went to go see Moana, the live action one, in 3D with my grandson and wife, and we got home a little late, and then I still had to, like, study what I was doing for the night, and then so I ended up posting really late. But basically, I try to post after the reset. Tonight, I do have some things I want to do with the family, so right after I'm done or right after the reset, I'm going to be trying to record. But my presidential appointment isn't until 1 o'clock UTC, so I'm going to be posting. It'll be like a couple hours after that. All right, let's get this kicking going again. And I think this will be the last kick run I do for the night, because I was supposed to stop at 7 o'clock. It's past 7 o'clock for me, but I'm not going to waste this opportunity at 11,000. Is the link working, brother? We want to support you. Yeah, I hope. I mean, they haven't given it back to me. They told me that the link doesn't work anymore, so it might come back again. We knew it was something they were doing experimental in the first place. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just 7. So we didn't know how long it was going to last anyways. It was a 3-month experiment. They cut it short by a month, and if they bring it back, then you'll be the first to know about it, because I'll be promoting it again. If you can't see the whole screen, you need to go full screen in YouTube. There is a thing where like sometimes it'll obfuscate the display, but my resolution is set up to be YouTube's preferred format. So if you can't see the whole screen, you should be able to go full screen, and then you should be able to see it. Tell me if that works, because you're not the first person who said that, and that's the only advice I can give you. Am I maxing? I think what you mean to ask me is, am I maxing infantry gear this SVS? I will be doing the infantry gear that matters for SVS. Let's say that. Is there any other way to support besides like and subscribe? Not really. Not right now. I mean, the other thing you could do is go follow my Unshielded Show channel. You can do that, and you can start telling people about the channel, because the more people that watch this content, the more opportunity to serve ad revenue there is. So that's another way you can help. But that's it. But thank you very much for asking and being concerned and wanting to help me. I appreciate it. I did not get the jackpot in this event, but in the Attack of the Neon, the Chinese New Year, I did get the jackpot. So if you're interested in that video, just search for the Attack of the Neon video. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, just 3. Somebody said sometimes on mobile the video can start not sized correctly, but on my phone, but I can resize it easily. Yeah. Usually there's like 3, just 3. Usually there's like a little button to make it full screen, and that'll like get rid of the comments section and make the whole video full screen. So that should work for you, hopefully. Five, 6, 7. Was that 7? 8, 9. Just 9. If you're asking for the affiliate link, I don't have the affiliate link anymore. It's not working. They discontinued the program as of July. But if you're talking about the Unshielded Show, the Unshielded Show is in the in every video that I've been posting. It's in this description as well. You'll find the unshielded.show.com, and from there you can follow the YouTube video or all the podcasts. You can like and follow all the podcast streams, and go to the video, the YouTube video one, and you can like and subscribe to that channel as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4. How's your day 1 of prep going? It's going good so far. I think we were almost double their points last time I checked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, thought we were going there. Are you a millionaire? Definitely not a millionaire. If I was, I'd probably be doing something. Well, I'd probably still be doing this because I enjoy it. But I'd be doing it with more style. I'm drinking tea. I don't drink coffee anymore. It's actually decaf Earl Grey, if you want to know specifically. Hey, we got you, brother. I'll be sending it to my friends. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Just 3. I get these comments all the time in my video of people thinking like I'm part of the development team or something like that, where I'm getting money for free or something. Like, nope. Been very transparent from the beginning of this account. I told you everything about how I started it, where the money came from, and what I'm doing. I've told you what I do for a living, which is more than some creators would do. Like, I've been very transparent about everything. I'm not sponsored. The affiliate link was the closest thing I had to being sponsored. I am considered an official Whiteout survival content creator. I'm on the content creator team. They invited me to that, but that does not mean I'm sponsored. So, and the money I put into the game is my money. Like I could take the YouTube ad revenue money and just keep it for myself, but I put it into the game. That's my money. But it's a business expense. So it kind of offsets the earnings. Yeah, there's no, I learned from TikTok really quickly, people can see right through you when you're not honest and not authentic and transparent. So that's what I go for here. I just want to always be honest, authentic, and transparent. And when I can't say something, I'll just say I can't say it. That's it. Man, Doomkeeper's not showing his face tonight. Show us a backpack after. Let's see how many gems you got. All right. Yeah, I'll do that before we're done. 1, 2, 3. Just 3. He's not a millionaire, but a billionaire. That would be nice. That would be a fun technicality. Be like, yeah, I'm not a millionaire actually, but I'm really a billionaire. That would be so sweet. Jero is so bad at football. Oh, and the treasure points are gone. All right. I'm going to have to wrap things up there. Look out for the video coming out later tonight. Do try to, stop by the unshieldedshow.com if you're interested in submitting a story. Share the channel, share that channel, share this channel with all your friends. That's all I got for you today. Look out for the journal one coming later tonight. But thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, I'll see you later. Oh, wait, you know what? Wait. I forgot you wanted to see the backpack. Let's do that. Oh, and we got this. Oh, I didn't want... Wrong thing. I just wanted to make that claim quick. Let's take a look at the backpack. That's how many gems we got. 54,000. That was about total 100,000 gems. Quite a bit of XP. 1,000,000 XP. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, the value you get from the event is pretty good, I would say. All right. That's it. Anything else I missed? Exploration jump scare. Yep. Is there anything else I missed? I don't think so. All right. That's all I got for you tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. Until next time, I'll see you later.